actually going to read this out. First of all, hey. I wanted to take a moment to address a question that's been coming up in the comments. Many of you are curious about my personal approach to diet and health, so I thought I'll just elaborate on what works for me. First and foremost, I want to be clear. I don't associate myself with any specific movement or tribe or whatever. I found that the best way to navigate health is to take the information that resonates with me, combine it with my own understanding, and most importantly, listen to my own experience. So a few things have become very clear to me over time. For instance, the common advice to avoid salt is actually harmful for me, especially dealing with adrenal issues. My body needs it. I simply excrete it far too quickly. Sodium. It's a reminder that one size fits all doesn't necessarily work, depending on where you are with your health. But I would say generally it's probably good to either incorporate seafoods, depending on where you live, if it's easy for you to get. And other than that, you're likely gonna want to add some salt here and there. No table salt, obviously. Okay, when it comes to the food itself, my main focus is on the quality of the source, especially because I do prefer generally just like when it comes to meat and animal products, like if I can have it in its original state, as in like uncooked, then I prefer that simply because my energy levels are better that way. Also taste-wise, I mean, one of the reasons I was drawn to this as a vegan, actually one of the reasons I went vegan in the first place was because I thought I didn't like cooked meat. I've always wondered, even as a child, like, why do I have to cook this? It looks so much tastier when it's not cooked. So, I mean, that's just personal preference. Again, I know people who much rather just want to eat it cooked, and that's completely fine. I think it is completely fine. They won't feel bad when they eat it cooked completely and alone like that. I do eat cooked foods, and but if I were to solely rely on it, I wouldn't feel optimal. I'm not saying I'm feeling optimal, but that has a lot of other reasons. Okay, now when it comes to the way I eat, I try to, make sure that I listen to my body. Okay, so raw, high quality sources simply sit best with me, blah, 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 but I'm not dogmatic about it whatsoever. I was in the first half a year, basically after I met with my ex, but that also had a bit of a reason. So I already ate some raw stuff before we met. However, I never incorporated enough fats. That's definitely very important. How do I know? Is because my menstrual cycle was basically ever since I had one, and keep in mind that started with me generally under eating simply because I had no idea about what was healthy, and I wasn't like, foods didn't appeal to me, and I felt like I was actually harming my body with a lot of the usual stuff. And you know what, I probably was, like for example, when it comes to grains and stuff, I definitely stay away from like the most standard one. You can fill in what that is. Okay, so if I'm eating starch, for example, I try to make it resistant starch where possible. The key is not forcing anything. If I'm craving something like liver, I'll eat it, but I won't force it down on a random day just because someone else said I should. Your body is incredibly smart. It will generally tell you exactly what it needs if you listen. In terms of plants, I found that fruits are likely the best option, and that includes the non-sweet varieties like cucumbers. Personally, I avoid legumes. They just don't work for me. I enjoy fruit, but I try not to overdo it. And I do my best to eat according to the seasons, though I generally include some variety all year round. Lastly, health is about more than just what's on your plate. Okay, so AI rewrote this thing. Let me get a little more inclusive here. So fruits, I would say likely if you get enough sun, get enough vitamin D, the sugar will not be too much of an issue. Okay, health is about more than just what's on your plate. It's a full lifestyle. I make sure to get sun whenever I can without overdoing it, of course. Sleep is a massive priority. It's not always easy for me, but for most people in more normal situations, definitely prioritize your sleep. Everyone's journey is different. So focus on what makes you feel best. Good luck with your own journey, and thanks for being here. Also, yeah, just, you know, I'm probably forgetting tons of things. I'm also intending on making a video about basically how to cure eczema. And yes, I have proof for that. So, for anyone wanting to see that, let me know. I don't know what the format will be. I really dislike recording myself, so I kind of just, you know, for several reasons. Well, okay. Any health advice you guys stand or don't stand by, or have noticed that are actually counterproductive? Let me know in the comments. Thank you.